Welcome to today's deep dive. Imagine you walk into a packed sports bar. Screen 1 has the big football game in pristine 4K. Screen 2 is running a digital menu. Screen 3 is showing an action movie, right?
Yeah, and maybe Screen 4 has a totally different game altogether.
Exactly. So how does one system handle pushing all those different heavy video feeds without, crashing or glitching? Today, we're looking at the invisible traffic cop that makes it happen.
Right. It's an $830 piece of hardware.
Yeah, the Atlona HSM-44-UHD 4x4 matrix video switcher. We're looking at its specs from HDTVSupply to figure out how this unseen digital infrastructure actually works. And looking at this spec sheet, it feels a bit like reading a spaceship manual.
It's definitely dense.
So let's ground this a bit. What exactly is a 4x4 matrix switcher in plain English?
Well, the foundation of this device is right there in the name, the 4x4 matrix. It's essentially a physical routing hub. You have up to 4 Ultra HD input sources like cable boxes or media players.
Okay, got it.
And then 4 separate display screens. The matrix lets you cross-route any input to any output in, whatever combination you need.
So I'm not locked in. Like, if a massive play happens and I suddenly want the football game on all 4 screens, I can just route it everywhere.
Exactly. Or you can just split them all up again. It manages those physical video feeds so they go where you want them simultaneously.
But pushing 4 separate 4K video feeds at the exact same time, that sounds like a massive data traffic jam.
Oh, it is a massive traffic jam, which is exactly why this device requires 18 gigabits per second of bandwidth.
Whoa. 18 gigabits?
Yeah, that's a lot. To get true 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, meaning the video looks buttery smooth and lifelike rather than choppy, you have to move huge amounts of uncompressed data.
Right.
Plus, it's carrying heavy audio formats like Dolby Atmos. But the real challenge isn't just the sheer size of the data, it's the hardware communication. This switcher relies heavily on something called ED management.
Okay, ED management. Stop me right there. That sounds like a textbook term. What does that actually mean for the equipment when I plug a screen in?
Think about what happens when you try to send a super high-quality 4K video signal to an older, non-4K monitor. Normally, you get a blank screen or a frustrating error message.
Because the monitor doesn't understand the data it's receiving.
Exactly. EDITE is the data structure that tells the video source exactly what the display can handle. The Atlona calculates this for every single connected TV in real time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's constantly translating the capabilities back to the source devices so they always send the exact right signal to the right screen.
Oh, I see. So is EDITE basically just a digital handshake? So the video source knows exactly what kind of TV it's talking to?
Yeah, that is a great way to put it. That handshake happens continuously in the background, keeping the entire system stable.
Which prevents the blank screen of death.
It does.
But that brings up a really big question for me. Handling 18 gigabits of data per second and constantly calculating these digital handshakes, well, that sounds like a job for an entire IT department. How is a busy bartender or a retail worker supposed to operate this thing without bringing down the whole store's network?
That is the core friction commercial designers have to solve. Heavy-duty specs are useless if they require an engineering degree to operate.
Right.
We actually found a review from a customer, Victoria in LA. She bought these switchers for several retail locations. The biggest win for her was that her staff could easily control the system without any technical training.
So they aren't going into a back room to fiddle with a massive server rack.
Not at all. The device itself is incredibly compact, taking up just one slot on an equipment rack, and it's controlled through simple interfaces like a web GUI or an IP control.
Wait, meaning a retail worker can literally just pull up a web page on their phone or a tablet, tap a preset button, and instantly change the vibe of the whole store.
Precisely. It takes all that immense complexity, billions of bits of data and constant technical translations, and hides it behind a simple interface so anyone can use it.
It completely removes the friction from managing digital infrastructure. It blends heavy-duty 4K routing with intelligent display translation, and yet relies on controls that are dead simple.
It's the kind of design you only notice if it breaks. When it works, it's completely invisible.
Which leaves a really fascinating thought to chew on. Invisible, seamless tech like this switcher secretly orchestrates the digital environments you step into every single day.
It really does.
So the next time you walk into a sports bar, a retail store, or even an airport and see a perfectly synchronized wall of screens, ask yourself, what other hidden, invisible traffic cops are quietly shaping your daily experiences?